another video and put it on that playlist that really gets concise about what I'm going through. And there's a lot more that I need to let people know as far as where I'm coming from and what I understand about a lot of things. See, but anyway, how that, okay, so these last charges are false that they are trying to really reinforce on me. They are definitely, they lied. It's ridiculous. It's vindictive what they did. The reason why they did it was because, okay, so I have it on film here that I filmed them taking cars out with a tow truck, which I think that they're storing cars that are impounded, and there's a lot of people that are disgruntled about their car being impounded, and so see. What I mean is, see, now I understand why these people would be paranoid and who they are. See, that they are affiliated with law enforcement like this, that to the point of now um, uh, I am actually being put on trial. I put myself on trial because it's a form of protection. First of all, I know that I was mistreated. There was something that happened in front of the judge that I am, hopefully, by the time anybody sees this, I actually got the gumption up to take myself in front of the judge and ask her some questions because I feel I was coerced into a contract which then gave them the right of way to have all this other charges and record and all this hoopla happen, which is a lot of doings to my being. It's a lot of real life handcuffing and dragging. Okay, so what I call it is like, okay, it's coercion, and then with that, threatened always now to be kidnapped. And so then, okay, so with this last charge, the reason why that this person did this weird thing where I was whistling with my rooster, I'm a musician, and I'm trying to get my vibes up on high to get back into making the music I know how to make. Oh, in fact, I can make money with it. I used to make money with it here. Oh, just by handouts. Just I used to do nonprofit fundraisers for people. Anyway, I want to get back into that. It's just time. And these people really did oppress me, especially on the last so-called charge for what? See, you guys see one side of the story, and that's why I'm going on trial to open like my story up more. And it's really difficult. First of all, nobody ever wants to do this, right? I mean, you try to be on the shitty end of the stick of the bullies who now are making you trying to stand up for yourself. See, the thing, the original offense, and originally at the original hearing, I tried to tell the judge this, and there's no way I'm not lying. My story that will not change. Not in 3 years, not in 10 years. No, it's getting actually more refined because no, it's like this is what happened. I spoke up for the fact that there was environmental terrorism going on. Those people needed a permit. The fire department agrees. See, if you're watching this, I'm most likely, okay, hopefully I did get a hold of the fire department. See, they called the fire department on me today because I had smoke coming out of my chimney. The wind was blowing towards them. And also, I was smoking a marijuana cigarette outside, and I guess the smoke blew right towards them, and they smelled it. And they're really prejudiced against that, and they're prejudiced against me, and that's not anything that I need to take personally, really, but they're really doing a personal assault on me. I have not bugged anybody. They are making me like really dig up all my record and say, okay, how much time do I have to do to just flatten all this out because um nobody could ever afford any of this. They want me to now pay $600 because they just keep piling something on and they want me to go and do a community service when it's like, no, babe, I was trying to do, sorry, I'm just a comedian now, right? I was trying to do community service. I'm a good service to the community, but not around these people who actually now, what are you doing in the community really? See, it was after I filmed them. I told the public defender this. See, those people, were able to open a contract out on me that was full on oppression. It caused me PTSD. Oh, it made me feel so unwelcome on my own property. It actually prevented me from creating a balance in my being. And see, if you told them this, they would secretly like it. These people are fucking rotten, and that's why I'm letting you know. That's why I'm taking on trial. So you know, actually, these people are doing something. It's kind of disproportionate. Okay, what I call it, really, what it is, if you're watching this, what it is really is that, okay, so they opened up a contract. The judge made me decide. It was coercion at that point to kidnap me over and over again. I was kidnapped and taken to jail 3 times. And if, see, they want to they want to be able to do it again, but I'm thinking, why? What use is that to those people? What does it do to me? I'm here to tell you guys it does nothing to me. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. What I mean is, see, they have a huge reputation that they could go and dive bomb with because it's a reputation that they're concerned about. And it's like, you know what? I think that they should be reported on about this. Like, it's a delicacy, really. If you were to open up and get a jury to hear it, but really, I want lawyers and I want attorneys to listen. And I do not get treated this way. A minor thing that I did, a misdemeanor, and now I'm being treated like a hardened criminal. And they're trying to say that I'm a violent criminal. It's like, no. There's where I'm having to pull up all of my records and say, no, please. And now I need you to look at the see. I needed to look at this, all my record, because when are you going to start looking at them? When do you start looking at where they're coming from? See, now, getting back to the scene where I'm filming them, take these cars out of their property with a big, huge, it's a big ruckus that they're doing in the neighborhood, by the way. It is. Let alone whoever it is that they're affiliated with, and they are affiliated with them. Whoever got the asphalt, and oh God, like degraded my property value, most likely. No, I don't know anybody who would want to live next to, oh, sandwiched in between these people. Okay, so, sorry, but these people, okay, so they are taking these cars that I believe that they are being stored there from having been impounded. Okay, so they don't live here, by the way. They don't live there. What do they do there? They went there, they go there in the daytime to bomb me. And you know what? They're making an excuse. They're lying about me. They did that to the judge. See, I noticed that, okay, so I minded my own business. There's a story behind it, babe. I'm going to take the next time to tell in my next video. This is all so stressful to me because this life is not me. No, this is how upsetting it can be. See, this is how toxic they are, is that they're mangling my life. And this is like, this isn't my fucking thing. But see, I am somebody who should be sticking up for themselves. I should be standing. I did the right thing by raising my voice in the neighborhood, warning those people that that's a carcinogen. It's very poisonous. It made me sick. And I would love to open the case up, find out. See, why can't I get an attorney to do this? Say, like a public defender. Can they help me with getting the history at the code inspectors at the Riverside County? I don't believe that I should be all alone researching this. What does the public defenders do? What does an attorney do, right? Eventually, you're going to tell me I have to find my own, pay you to do it? Now, this is the part where I say, do you know about the Sierra Club? Can you help me locate those attorneys? Because I once talked to them. My problem is that my phone was bogging down. This was at the very time when I was really trying to get through justice for this thing that was going on in the neighborhood, the fact that they had no permits. So now it's time to fine them $25,000 for bringing in 12 city-sized truckloads. Sorry. Not exaggerating when I say no, these were not little trucks. These were dump trucks, massive. 12. All right, you guys see now. There is the Sierra Club attorneys that can help me with all of the research, calling up the very moment. See, they have a recording of it, and indeed, There was times where they used my emotional status as a reason to not listen to me. And my emotional status got upset because they didn't do their job. They're trying to tell me they didn't see anything out there. And it's like, oh, so you have blind people. See, they just have blind people working for them. You have to go there over their head. See, I hope that the Sierra Club can help me with all of this. Are they now? I don't know. The main reason for this video is to tell you about, okay, so the last charges that they've got to be dropped because no, this is happening because they were able to open up a contract on me via the judge coercing me into making me decide whether or not the restraining order was necessary. She literally waited for me to say yes or no. And I feel like that was coercion. I feel like that she has a profound job to do to judge whether or not. And I would say that at that point, no, there wasn't anything really there. Just she would probably say, if she would have really done her job, she would say, sorry, John, Karen, but she didn't really do anything to you. So, and then you kind of look at it. See, I expressed remorse because I am very, very upset at all this. This is all very, very heart-wrenching to me. I remember how heartbroken I was when I began to realize that these neighbors are not loving people, and now I'm having this strife with them. Now they're choosing up sides, and they're really treating. It's just heartbreaking how that I ended up feeling like that I had to communicate in a certain way to them because first of all, in the very, very, very beginning, I felt that they were highly prejudiced. I feel that they were not my people, and I stood away from them. There's a point where that there was peace until it was just time to talk in the neighborhood about the asphalt spilling, just doing quality control, trying to really, I would love for there to be like assistance from the Sierra Club, whom I think that they win cases and they're continually trying to make the ordinances change west of the Mississippi that not only can you cannot use pesticides anymore, it's illegal. You have to use peppermint sprays and stuff and get rid of your vermin that way. You can use different things that are very effective, but you can't use like stuff that'll cause cancer and poison the animal and poison other things and poison waterways. And also, yeah, you just can't take part in that activity. See, the code inspector people failed to do their job, and that I wonder. See, the lawyers would be able to call that up, wouldn't they? See, there's got to see. That's the original offense, and I don't even want to say those people's names now. These rotten people. That okay, so when I saw that they were towing these cars out, they make this ruckus. It's icky, and for whatever reason, I was filming. I said, "Look, there it is." And see, I didn't really film too much on their property. And it was waited till they got on the road, and it took him a hell of a time. He had to do something like shuffle because how steep his driveway is. And anyway, something told me to make sure that he sees you kind of filming, and I did. And then I just turned around, and when he's bully, he's gonna stop his truck and back up, and I didn't have any energy for him after that. I just, well, whatever. So I think that see what happened now. See when I started, it was just a couple days later or three that see the way those people are is that they're vindictive about it. They don't. How dare you film me? What are you doing there? Well, you might be doing something wrong. Maybe I don't know. You're doing something that I don't know. I question that. So, and I wouldn't have questioned it. But they got this contract out on me and they started abusing me. And it's like, okay, bitch, you know what I mean? Really, I want this contract to be severed and disconnected. I have the capability of minding my own business. They don't really. They really don't. They really don't. Not in the right way are they connecting with me. Not ever. No, you could just see who they are with the public. I don't know. Like, okay, so one time it happened. A random person came down my driveway, and I was kind of like, oh, what's going on here? Because I live alone and I'm kind of sketchy, right? I do have some valuables. I value my life, and I don't want people to upset me, right? Through thievery or anything. Anyway, so this woman, and no, I'm just taught to really be cordial and find out, well, can I help you and what's going on? She began to tell me the story about, okay, long story short, okay, I didn't know this either. See, this was like a year and a half ago. And then I began to see, oh, okay, so they tow the cars of people's impounded cars. This one woman, she happened to live on the block over here, and I guess they were treating her like shit. And she got pushed out, I guess, because she couldn't come with the rent or something. See that, you know. And I was kind of offering her a place to stay here. I said, well, and she's like, well, she was really respectful, but she let me know about. She said, no, when I get my shit together, I'll guarantee you. She was basically wanting to get her truck back. See, he was trying to say, and that guy over there, and pointing at them. I don't want to say their name anymore. Those aren't human beings. They're rotten people. They are, he said, and they took my car. He's the one that took my car. I guess he volunteers for the garage to do what? To tow for, see now, if you're listening to this, if you're, you don't know how in danger I feel I am, because it's worldwide known, it's nationwide known. People know that there is corruption in law enforcement and some position of power. And I'm asking honestly, can you disconnect me this contract? See, I feel like that it was coercion, and then it enabled me to get kidnapped. They made me sick. They even threatened. The first time I was in jail, they made me sick. I'm making sure to tell the judge all of this. It's like, this is what's happening to me, and I did nothing to them. They're reacting, and they're giving me reactive abuse. It all starts from when, and I'm hoping to end this video, when the asphalt spills came, and I had to say something. I had to tell that neighbor, please don't spread that. Please, just pick it up and leave. Please, you're making a big mistake. Please don't do this. This is wrong. I tried to get him to stop with my own voice, right? So you don't think of like, oh, I'm going to call the police right now, right? You just don't think of that, right? And I'm sorry that I'll probably never be one of those kinds of people that calls the police. I try to look at people and say, okay, so what are you doing? You're devaluing my property. Now, when they got that restraining order, some other shit happened where, okay, they put these trash cans up against our property now. And now for the first time in a million years, and I'm not kidding when I say a million, my family has been up here for nearly 100 years, and we came here on dirt roads. And just, there's not this activity. But see now, and it's a really beautiful place. Now they put these dumpsters that now a massive city fucking trash truck is on the other side of the creek, comes and pounds away. See, my family would have stopped that and said, excuse me, but no, can you put those more on your property? Because this is nice back here. We have expensive properties, and we didn't buy into having a trash truck and that activity. See, but when they suspended my voice, and they really oppressed me. It was horrible, by the way. See, all kinds of stuff happened that I couldn't say, well, we should talk about that. Why do they let that dog bark? And so a dog, for the first time in a million years, a dog is allowed to bark. And I'm pretty sure that, okay, so I know a lot of you people probably by now are rolling your eyes, but see, no, we're trying to keep sanctuary here. There's a lot of people, see, I don't know when you guys are looking at this, but is it, who is it?